Dale. I can yesterday. We become what we think about. All of us are self-made, but only the successful will admit it. I can hear the voice of Dr. Norman Vincent Peale, who wrote The Power of Positive Thinking. Don't allow your negative thoughts to hold you back. You are greater than your circumstances. I can remember when he was listening to Zig Ziglar. If you give enough people what they want, they will give you what you want. I can remember as he's listening to Jim Rohn, when the end comes for you, let it find you conquering a new mountain, not sliding down an old one. And unbeknownst to me, those messages, they're programming my mind. And it helped me to begin to develop a mindset of possibility. I want you to think about your goals and dreams of what you want to achieve on a personal level. Mine was to buy my mother a home, to take care of her. What is your goal? What's your dream? What is something that you want to do with your life? And I can say to you, based upon my own experience, I don't even know you, that it's possible. That you have the ability to do more than you can ever begin to imagine. And your mindset is crucial as you look at your goals and your dreams and having a spirit of optimism. I had a friend who went to New York City to apply for a job, and she came back and I said, hey, how did things go? She said, I didn't get the job. I said, what happened? She said, they turned me down, but I didn't think I was going to get it anyhow. And I thought after I left her presence, well, why did she go in the first place? She went there with a mindset that she was not going to get the job. I believe that we have an energy and a spirit about us that people telegraph that. But I believe that had she gone there, there's no guarantee that, hey, with a sense of expectation, I'm going to get this job. I think her preparation, her attitude, and her behavior and her energy would have been totally different. I'm reminded of two little boys who were in Philadelphia, and they're playing on some ice, and he got out too far, and one fell through the ice, and he was thrashing, trying to get out. And obviously, his friend looked at him and panicked, and he couldn't reach him, he couldn't pull him out. And so he saw him going under the ice, and it was very hard, and he couldn't break through. And so this little frail fellow ran, he saw a tree in the distance, and he scrambled up this tree, and he broke off a big branch. He came back and savagely began to beat the ice, and he broke it. And miraculously, he saved his friend. And when the paramedics came, people looking at him, he had a blanket around him, this little puny dude, around 12 years old. And people start asking the question as they looked at him and they looked at the branch. How could this little small fellow break this branch off and beat this ice and break it, save his friend? How could he have done that, as small as he was? And as they were scratching their heads, a gentleman who was there said, I can tell you how he did it. And everybody said, how? And he said, there was no one here to tell him that he couldn't do it. See, a lot of people are not really living their dreams and living the kind of life that they are capable of living because of the fact that they have been inundated with so many negative conversations. Have you ever had a goal and dream of something you wanted to achieve and you shared it with people that you love and thought they'll be excited for you? And they said to you, you can't do that. You know, MIT did a study, and the study indicated if I tell you, you can't do that, somebody else has to come along and say, you can do it. You can do it. Don't listen to him, Ruby. You can do it. John, don't listen to Les. You can do it. They have to say that 17 times before they can neutralize that one time. That's why my favorite book says faith comes by hearing and hearing and hearing. And so by listening to those motivational messages, every day when my mother went to do domestic work on Miami Beach, it began to give me a sense of optimism, of the possibilities of the kind of life that I can live. And I'm saying to you, as you listen on a regular basis, as you begin to program your mind deliberately, the reason that most people don't achieve their goals is because they are thinking like everybody else. 16 revolutionary words: be ye not conformed to this world, be ye transformed by the renewing of your mind. That's an ongoing process. What are your goals? What are your dreams? Earl Nightingale was right. You don't get in life what you want, you get in life what you are. And so you want to take the time every day to listen to things that can help to program your mind positively, because at the end of the day, if you don't program your mind, it's going to be programmed. Trust me, it's going to be bombarded with all kind of head trash, commercials. I was at a service station pumping gas and a commercial came up. I mean, you get on the elevator and commercials are there. You look at billboards, their messages is coming in, over 5,000, 10,000 messages on a regular basis. And so as you look at your goals and dreams, it's very important that you are intentional about controlling what goes on in your mind, because everything gets in through the eyes and through the ears. So what do you want? What do you want for yourself? What I'm doing right now, I didn't do it for 14 years. You know why? Because I was suffering from possibility blindness. Have you thought about doing something and you looked at what you wanted to do and your heart said, I could do that. And then your mind asked, how? And then you start thinking, well, I can't do that. I don't have a college education. I can't do that. I don't have an MBA or a PhD. I can't do that. I've never worked for a major corporation. Why would corporations reach over people with PhDs and MBAs and years of experience and pay me to come in to do something I've never done? I thought about doing this for years, and I talked myself out of it. There's an African proverb that says, if there's no enemy within, the enemy outside can do us no harm. Shakespeare says, therefore, dear Brutus, it's not in our stars, but in ourselves that we are underlings. And so as you look at yourself and look at your goals and look at your dreams, I'm saying to you that it's possible. Because if anybody at any point in time had a goal, had a dream of what they wanted to achieve, and they made it happen, then it's possible that you can do it too. But you've got to be intentional about programming your mind. So here's some things that's very important. I want you to hold in mind what it is you want to do in your personal life. What is it that you'd like to do? Maybe you want to do something for someone you care about. That was the goal and dream that I had. And I purchased 4 different homes for my mother. Then I want you to think about your financial goal. You know, people say money won't make you happy, but everybody want to find out for themselves. I have a friend named Rita Davenport, and Rita said, money can't make you happy, but it's right up there with oxygen. And I agree with that 100%. So as you look at your goals and dreams, I want you to think about your financial freedom number. What does that look like? That once you achieve that, it will alleviate a lot of stress. Once you achieve that, you have more time for yourself and for your family. You can go on that dream vacation you've been thinking about, or buy that dream car or home that you desire. Once you earn that amount of money, it would be like becoming debt-free. I want you to think about your financial freedom number. And then once you come up with that number, and I want you to write it down, as you come up with that number, I want you to multiply it 100 times. Yes, 100 times. Read my lips, 100 times. Why? Because I found that most people fail in life, not because they aim too high in this. No, most people fail in life because they do what I did for a major part of my life, aim too low and hit. And most people don't aim at all. That's why there's a saying that if you don't know where you're going, you're going to end up someplace else. And so if you are serious about your goals and dreams, I can say to you that you've got to affirm yourself. You've got to tell yourself, you've got to encourage yourself that it's possible, that you've got to talk to yourself on a regular basis. I'll never forget, I had to speak in the Georgia Dome for a friend of mine, Dexter Yeager. And Dexter Yeager is a multi-millionaire. He makes over $1 million every 17 hours. This organization that I spoke for. And he invited me to be his guest speaker, the headliner, before 80,000 people in the Georgia Dome. I panicked. And the first thing happens when I become afraid, I have to go to the bathroom. So I went to this bathroom And they came knocking on the door. Les, the band is stalling. You need to come out. And I said, okay. And I was talking to myself saying, I can do this. I can do this. My mind went blank because I became overwhelmed when I peeped out front and saw 80,000 people in this stadium. It's the largest gathering I've ever seen like this. I've seen it for sporting events, but for a speaking event, I'd never been in that kind of environment before. The most people I've ever spoken before up to that time was maybe about 500 or maybe 1,000, but 85,000. I went to the bathroom 7 times because 7 is my favorite number. You know, I'm one of 7 kids. My social security number is 267. My phone number is 702. Did I tell you my favorite number is 7? God made the world in 7 days. Naaman dipped himself in the river Jordan 7 times. Joshua marched around the walls of Jericho 7 times. Did I tell you I went to the bathroom 7 times because 7 is my favorite number? Well, finally, they got Mike Williams, my mentor, and he came and he knocked on the door of this portable restroom. He said, Brownie. And I said, yes. He said, come out. I said, Mike, I'm scared. I can't think. He said, are you afraid? Admit it. I said, yes, I am. I'm nervous. I just can't do it, Mike. I'm scared. He said, Brownie? I said, yes. He said, are you listening to me? I said, yes. He said, they came to see you. You didn't come to see them. You got this, Brownie. You can do this. Wow. Let me tell you what he did. One of the things I do is train speakers how to change lives. What he did was he distracted me. I was caught up in how big the crowd was. I was caught up with saying, what can I say to them? I was breathing hard. I was feeling overwhelmed being in that setting. And when he spoke, I knew that he believed in me. When he spoke, it's like he saw me on stage speaking and he convinced me that I could do it. See, sometimes it's very important for you to hear this. Sometimes you have to believe in somebody's belief in you until your belief kicks in. And so when I looked at myself and I looked at where I was, what I said to myself, Mike believes in me. He believes that I can do this. And I'm saying to you, as you look at your goals and look at your dreams, one of the things that's important in maintaining an achievement-driven mindset and a spirit of optimism is having someone in your corner, having someone who believes in you, having someone who can see what you can't see. See, sometimes you can't see the picture when you're in the frame. That's why it's very important for us to have coaches, people who can encourage us, who can inspire us. You know, Muhammad Ali said, I'm the greatest, but he never won a championship without Angelo Dundee in his corner. People say that Michael Jordan, one of the greatest basketball players of all times, but he never won a championship without Phil Jackson as his coach. And so as you work on yourself and work on your dreams, I'm suggesting that you get someone in your life that you can partner with, someone that can see what you can't see, someone that when you feel you can't make it, someone when you feel I can't do this, and they can give you a word of encouragement and will make all the difference in the world. And I finally came out. I came out, and as we walked toward the stage, I stopped and I said, well, y'all pray for me. And they did, and I grabbed Dexter's hand and put it on my head. I don't know why I did that. Okay. And I finally went up and I did it. And the speech was called, It's Not Over Until I Win. And what I really meant about that, it's not over until you win over that inner conversation that you have with yourself. See, there's some things that you can do that you don't know right now. And just because you can't see it doesn't mean that it's not available to you. My favorite book says, eye has not seen, ear has not heard, nor has entered the heart of mankind what God has in store for you. There's some things that you can do that the heart can feel it, can experience it, but the mind can't get itself wrapped around it. And that's why I'm saying, what are your goals? What are your personal goals? What are your financial goals? And what's your social contribution? I believe we live in the greatest country in the world. It gives us an opportunity to leave a legacy. Hart's man said we should be ashamed to die until we've made some major contribution to humankind. One of the goals I have as a 17-year cancer conqueror is to let people know you are more powerful than cancer. One of the goals I have is to reduce the number of women who die from breast cancer. My mother was a 22-year breast cancer conqueror. One of the goals I have is to teach people, everyday average people outside of the church and outside of politics, both of which I believe polarize and divide people, but ordinary people who want to live an extraordinary life, how to use their story, how to use their voice to make a difference, or use their knowledge to create a financial empire for themselves. What's your goal? What's your dream? What will your legacy be? At the end of the day, when you leave here, what are 3 things that you want said about you when you check out? Because we're going to all go. Nobody's figured out how to get out of life alive. A lot of people go through life not attempting to do anything big or major with their lives because they are trying to play it safe. Hello, listen to me. Hello, there's no safe position in life. Hello, there's no safe position. You can't get out of here alive. You're going to die anyhow. And people who believe that it's possible they can have their dreams, these are people that are daring. Helen Keller said life is either a daring adventure or it's boring. Decide that you're going to make your life a daring adventure. Decide to become a risk taker. Scott said, if you're not willing to risk, you cannot grow. If you cannot grow, you cannot become your best. And if you can't become your best, you can't be happy. And if you can't be happy, then what else is there? Listen, I don't know you, but here's what I know about you based upon my own experience. You have something special. You have greatness within you. I don't care if you are going through some tough times right now. You are greater than your circumstances. What you are growing through, not going through, what you are growing through will help you to become a better person. The periods in life when you have to realize that you have to come to a place within yourself where you say, I'm not going out like this. I'm not going out like this. You've got to get to a place where you say, I've had it. I was working on a job and they didn't like me and I didn't like them. They paid me just enough to keep me from quitting, and I worked just hard enough to keep from getting fired. Okay, it was a contract of mediocrity. And I got to the point, and this is when people change their lives. I got to a point where I said, hey, I've had it. I'm out of here. Where are you going? I don't know, but I'm out of here. You're about to make me lose my mind. Up in here, up in here. You're about to make me act a fool. Up in here, up in here. Come on. I can say to you, as you look at yourself, look at your goals, look at your dreams. What do you want to do with your life? It's possible. If anybody at any point in time in history had a goal, had a dream, and made it happen, then it's possible that you can have your goal. It's possible that you can have your dream. And as you look at yourself, work on yourself every day. Well, Les, what about those negative thoughts? You can't kill them. They're like little weeds. They keep on coming back. You can't kill weeds. They grow through the cracks of sidewalks. And so you can overpower those negative voices by listening to motivational programs, by tuning in on a regular basis to hear my voice, by reading 10 to 15 pages of something positive every day, by going to seminars and workshops and mesmerizing yourself with material that can help you to begin to get a different vision of yourself, change your whole approach of how you see life. And it will help you to get to that next level. It'll help you to get unstuck. And how does that happen, Les? It's a process. I wish I could just tell you, all you have to do is just think positive and be enthusiastic and everything It's going to work out all right. No, no. You can have a positive mental attitude, and life puts some knots on your head. You know, Forrest Gump said, life is like a box of chocolates. You never know what you're going to get. When you have goals and dreams, make it not strange that you face the fiery furnaces of this world. You will, not you might, you will have tribulations. But in the midst of it all, you've got to believe it's possible. It's possible. A friend of mine, he was facing a life-threatening disease, Dennis said, and he felt it was possible, even though his body was racked with pain, even though he was diagnosed with cancer at 18, even though the doctors called his family in and said he's not going to make it. He held on because he believed it was possible. It was not just a statistic. It was possible that if he had the faith, if he had the drive, if he had the determination, he could come through this. He said to himself, this too shall pass. And so it's possible. You can live your dreams, and you have to work at that. It's a moment-to-moment effort that you have to work to train your mind to serve you. You know, the Temptations had a song years ago, Just by Imagination Running Away with Me. In the absence of information, our imagination will run away with us, tell us that we can't do things. We begin to panic and we make decisions based upon our fears as opposed to our faith. You know, Zig Ziglar said that fear is false evidence appearing real. Faith is finding answers in the heart. Where your heart is, there your treasure is also. What do you love? What turns you on? What do you really want in your life, for your life? How do you want to show up in the world? How do you want to use this gift called life? It's been said that life is God's gift to us, and how we live our lives is our gift to God. Whatever your goals are, your personal goal, your financial goal, or this social contribution, your legacy, your mark, what you think about it. Here's what I know, that it's possible. Here's what I know. And if you think about it, what you think about, you bring about. If you're willing to put in the work, it's possible. If you continue to encourage yourself, continue to fall forward. I've got a saying, when life knocks you down, try and land on your back, because if you can look up, you can get up. You have something special. You have greatness within you. Your dream is possible. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it.
Wow. How many of you believe that your dream is possible? Let me see you wave your hand. If you believe that your dream is possible, let me see you wave your hand. If you believe that your dream is possible. This video, I know I've played this video over 1,000 times, but I'm still receiving great value from it. Now, he said a lot of things, but before I continue, I'll just give us, I just need the first 4 persons to raise up their hand. Should just tell me one thing that they learned. The first 4 persons to raise up their hand. Just one thing in 1 minute. Tell me one thing that strikes you the most from this video. Okay, Mrs. Nduka, go ahead. Unmute yourself. Share with us. Hello, Mrs. Nduka. Go ahead. Share with us. Okay, seems like. Okay. Are you there? Okay, I need 4 persons. 4 persons to just give me one thing that you learned from this video. 4 persons. Kindly raise up your hand or be on your video. Okay, Mrs. Nduka, sorry, you can go ahead and unmute yourself. Go ahead, unmute yourself. Sorry, I went to unmute you. I went to mute you again.
I learned that you have to do, though I'm not hearing you very well, but I'll say what I heard.
Okay.
Do you understand?
Yeah.
You have to go with people that can see what you cannot see.
Beautiful.
That is what I can pick from.
Beautiful.
Do you hear what I said?
Yes, I heard you. Importance of mentorship. I heard you.
Yes.
I heard you well. Okay, Mr. Sani, go ahead. Share with us. What did you learn? What did you learn from this video? Mr. Sani, are you there? Share with us.
I learned you have to always have a dream and a goal. Always keep to your goals and have someone beside you that can unleash or uplift those goals for you.
Beautiful. Thank you very much. Okay, Mrs. Olivia, go ahead. Share with us what you learned. One thing you learned.
Well, I learned that you have to believe in yourself and start from somewhere. Most especially, you should work with active people, not the lazy type, and have a strong mentor that will be by your side. Start somewhere, start and believe in yourself.
Beautiful, beautiful. Mr. Frank, are you there? Share with us what you learned. Hello, Mr. Frank, are you there? Okay, Mr. Philip, share with us what you learned. Are you there? Okay, Engineer Harry, go ahead, finalize so that we can get to the next thing. Morning.
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. Good morning.
Okay, I didn't join on time, but when I joined, I picked one or two things. What I picked is that you need a mentor that can see beyond you, a mentor that can see what you don't see, so that it can, bring you up to speed, make you believe more in yourself. You might have some belief in yourself, but a point will come when you start to doubt that belief. So that your mentor will be the one that will, see beyond you and bring you up to speed and make you, to, solidify your belief in yourself. Yeah, thank you.
Beautiful. Thank you very much. Okay, Apostle Jonathan said, believe that you can get things done. You can get things done and nothing can stop you. Beautiful. Now, this is one of the pieces I tend to watch whenever I need a reminder towards my dreams and my goal. Now, Les Brown said something. He said, it's possible to achieve your dreams and your goal. He said, always know that you as an individual, you have something special within you. He said, no matter the challenges you're facing, he said, he call it we grow as in someone that is growing. We grow through challenges. He said we have something special in us and we are greater than our circumstances. He said whatever that dream you have, whatever that goal you have, that it's possible if you believe and focus on it, irrespective of the challenges. He now asked us a question: what's your financial freedom number? Many of you have even asked yourself, what's that amount of money that if you should earn, it will give you a lot of fulfillment in your life? I have my financial freedom number in my head. The kind of money that will earn, that will give me that will give me fulfillment is 1 billion US dollar. Oh my God, once I hit that, to me, I've achieved greatly. What's your financial freedom number? All of us talk about financial freedom, but guess what? Nothing is free. A price must be paid. And that's why you must set your, what is that thing that if you achieve, it will give you so much fulfillment? Set it and go out to do what? To achieving it. He said you must take a risk. Many of us are scared to take risks. You must take risks. You must do what needs to be done. He's telling you that the journey will not be okay, will not be easy, but you must do what you need to do. You must face the challenges. You must face you must do the hard work to achieving and attaining your goal. He said many people fail in life not because they aim too high and miss, but people fail in life because they aim too low and hit. Many of us are busy dreaming small dream. We are scared to dream of a big dream. Why? Because you don't want to go out to achieving it. All of us, this is our second month of our 90 days game plan. Did you remember the goal? The goal was to hit 1 million on or before December 31st. Are you still on course? Are you intentionally carrying out your income generating activity? For the leaders, are you checking up with your team members? Are you working with them? Are you planning with them? These are things we need to bear in our mind. That whatever goal and dream you want to achieve, see, at the level where I am, even with what I'm doing, I still look out and reach out for mentorship. Even if they are not saying something new, as long as I'm in that environment of positivity, I'm settled. Look at this Millionaire School room. We are supposed to be more than 100, but can you take a look at the number that is here? It's funny that when it's time for Millionaire School, many of us leaders, you don't go to your various WhatsApp group to inform everybody. It's time for the Millionaire School. Make sure you get connected. So I want us to go to our various WhatsApp group. And I need you to write down, I need you to type, my dream is valid. I am special and I have what it takes to achieve it. Don't just put it on the chat. Go to your WhatsApp, your various WhatsApp group. Those of you in the online WhatsApp group, Lagos WhatsApp group, Benin WhatsApp group, so write it down. You must hold yourself accountable. Don't be like those that are trying to sleep off because the year is coming to an end. Remember, at times like this is when successful men set their goals, try out on new approaches, learn from their mistakes, so that by January, they enforce massive action on things. Never you ever give up. Is it easy? No. Many of you think that most of we, your leaders and your mentors, you think that we don't face challenges. We do. In fact, some of you are even on your bed lying down. If I tell you that I desire to be on your bed listening, I wish I can sit down and listen so while someone else is talking. And we are going to start it by December. All the star mentors, get ready. A roster will appear by December. Each day, star mentors, you start having the Millionaire School. You conduct the Millionaire School. So everybody will will become available for training. Because it's not about me helping you, it's about you also helping yourself and also helping others. So for the star mentors, get ready. Once I get back after the burial of my dad, I'm going to schedule out of 5 Millionaire School days. Every day, a star mentor will take one. Then from there, you start mastering how to do the Millionaire School. From there, in fact, once I settle in, I'm so sorry for last night. I don't know what happened to Glow Network, even the MTN. If I enter the chat room, it will be kicking me in and out, in and out. So all of you will start giving your testimonies. It's just that I'm not fully settled now. So please, with what Les Brown taught us today, I really want to urge each and every one of us to learn how to program our mind. Let's not allow circumstances, situations, environments, people around us program our mind for us. Remember, it takes one negative thing to destroy your mindset. In fact, for someone to correct a negative mindset, it takes over 18 times approach of positivity to cancel a negative mindset. Let's protect our mind. Okay, so thank you very much. Having said that, today I promise us that I'm going to teach us on basics of presentation. I won't go in depth because the Rising Star mentors are those that were already teaching on how to make use of the slide. But now, when you finally prospect, when you finally invite, what is the next thing? The next thing is to expose them using the script. You guys saw the script I posted yesterday. Now, that at the end of that script, the script is demanding from the prospect, do you want to attend a live Zoom meeting or will you like to watch the recorded video? We can still go ahead to use our old recorded videos. The only thing is at the end of the presentation, just tell them that the promo of 44888 has ended. Now the new package is 49990. I made a mistake in the record I released yesterday. I was saying 49900. No, the new promo package is 49990, almost 50,000. Okay, so when you've prospected and invited someone using our professional script, the next thing is what? To expose them to business. Now, at the end of the script, when you ask them, do you want a live Zoom meeting or do you want to attend, do you want to watch a video? Once they say they want to watch a video, go behind their name and put a mark, video. You can write V. Those that say they want to attend Zoom, go behind their phone number and say what? Z or Zoom. Now, the people that say they want to watch the video, the first thing you do is to do an edification. Edification means say something good about the mentors in the video, say something good about the organization and the empowerment and the impact they've made in people's life. Say something about yourself, where you were before and you don't like, where you are right now, and the vision, the direction you're going towards as the NGO is helping you achieving and actualizing that. Get excited with the mentorship and coaching you're receiving. Then get those people, get your prospect excited that, wow, if you are benefiting this, so can I also what? Benefit. Then get them to watch the video. Send the video to them to watch. And when you send the video for them to watch, always demand for a time. When are you going to watch this video? If I should call you 1 hour after this time, does it mean you've watched this video completely? Yes or no? Now, when we are sharing the video, you must show a level of excitement, passion, doing your edification, saying things, positive things, good things with high level of energy and excitement. Then once you drop the video, you leave a message. I would like to know what you love best about this business orientation, about this business project. This will put you in a position where they'll look out for all the positive things you've said and they'll look out for what they like best. Remember, power of positivity. Now, those of them that say they want to attend Zoom, you now get them excited, making them feel special that they are the VIPs that they are going to be attending to tonight. They should make sure they connect 5 minutes, 10 minutes before time, so as for them to be acknowledged by the anchorers, the director or whoever that is holding the Zoom meeting. Now, those of them that say they want a physical meeting. Now, this aspect is for our Rising Star mentors, our global mentors, and the ambassadors. This is where you now book a meeting. Either you invite them to the office, you invite them to your house, or you go somewhere, wherever it is you want to invite them to. Then run the presentation yourself. Now, for those of you that have not been trained on how to present, all you need to do is to sit down with them and do what? Play a video. We have our CDs. If you don't know how to play the video on laptop or on a flash, we have our CDs available. Or those of us that have been trained, you use your phone, use your laptop, run down the slide, do the presentation using the slide. Now, there's nothing special in presentation. You see the presentation we do with the slide, there's nothing special. Everything there you can do. It's just about you mastering your personality, on making yourself feeling excited, having a high level of energy. Remember, whatever you do in this life, be it wrong or right, as long as your level of energy is high, your level of excitement is high, your passion, your enthusiasm is high, you can attract and get people's attention because you are transmitting positive energy to them. So for the Rising Star mentors, thank God we've started something, the Rising Star mentor. Once we are done with our duplication, the next thing is for me to intensively work on people that want to learn presentation. We would have done that if not for the challenge I had of losing my dad, that it kind of upsetted my calendar a little bit. But notwithstanding, if you really want to learn something, you don't need to wait for someone to teach you. You can sit down and watch the video, the business presentation video, having your slide, mastering everything I am Mr. Nonso is saying, word for word. We don't spend more than 30 seconds on a slide, we move. A whole business presentation shouldn't be more than 40 minutes, maximum 1 hour, you are done. You don't talk too much. You don't give people the opportunity to talk in your presentation. You ask the question, you control. During the course of presentation, you don't ask any question. Rather, you ask people, you don't give people the opportunity to ask you questions. You ask the question demanding a positive response. For example, is it good or excellent? Which of these 7 reasons do you want? You ask a question demanding a positive answer from them, but you don't give them an opportunity to ask questions till the end of the presentation. Very, very important, because if they pay attention to the presentation, you will discover that 95% of their questions are being answered in the presentation. So that is how to present. Once you're done prospecting and inviting, the next thing is what? Business expository. Either via live Zoom meeting, physical, one-on-one, you doing the presentation, or playing the video for them to watch, or giving them the video for them to watch. These are the 3 ways of presentation. Those of you that have been trained, you already know how to use the slide to run your presentation. Those of you that have not been trained, the next thing is what? Is for you to either invite them for a live Zoom meeting, or invite them for a physical meeting in our office or any Project 100 in any location, or you give them the video to watch, or invite them to your house. Call it a home party, a coffee party. Invite them to your house, make my choco, coffee, give them to drink, play the video for them to do what? To watch. In fact, there is this lady now, what she did was, because she doesn't, the people around her don't speak English much. So she studied and mastered the presentation. I guided her on some things. She had to go print the slide colored. She printed the slide colored and was using, and now, right now, this is what she's doing. She goes every day, she prospects to 20 persons, people that say, yes, they want to know more. She invites them, because she stays in a local environment. She invites them to her house. Every day she contacts 20, nothing less than 5 agree. She invites them to her house, make coffee and my choco for them, maybe have small shops. Then she uses the slide, the color slide. She made it in a big way, like a brochure. Then she sits in the middle, having 2, 3 of them sitting by the side, irrespectively. Then she uses her language to do the presentation using the printed slide in a manual. And when she's done, guess what? All of them start making their payments. Some of them say that she knows that they are having health challenge. She gives them the products to use for free. And guess what? All of them come back. As I'm speaking to you right now, this young lady that doesn't know how to read, that doesn't have Android phone, staying in a local environment, as I'm speaking to you now, just this month alone, she has about 7 persons making payments. This is someone that have a goal and a dream and canceled all excuses, believing that nothing can limit her, just like Les Brown taught us today. The young man that saved his friend that was blocked under an ice. They asked him, how were you able to save someone that was blocked under an ice? He said, because nobody was around to tell me that I cannot do it. Never you ever surround yourself with people that are telling you cannot do it. When you have something you want to achieve, when you have a goal you want to achieve, be careful with people you share your dreams and your goal with, because many of them will tell you you cannot do it. And once they tell you cannot do it, you need someone to tell you you can do it like 17, 18 times. So surround yourself with positive people. All of you here listening to me, I believe so much in you. You have great potential that you are not even aware of. All of you here, you all have something special within you. No matter the challenges you're facing now, let me tell you this, you are greater and powerful. You're greater than your circumstances. Because whatever challenge life is throwing at you right now, life is throwing that, is giving you an opportunity to grow. You are growing through them. Nothing lasts for long. They say tough times don't last, but tough people do. So let's rise up to the challenge. Let's rise up, because when you tell life, this is what I want to achieve, life will not give it to you on a platter of gold. Life will do what? Will test you to see if you're worthy of it. Each and every one of us here, are you worthy of the 1 million naira at the end of our second episode of 90 Days Game Plan? Are you a lion? Are you an eagle? Do you deserve to be a 6-figure earner by December 31st? If you know you deserve that, then I need you to go to the chat box. In fact, don't just go to the chat box, because I need people to know that a lot is happening in the Millionaire School and they're missing. I need all of us now, pick up your phone, go to our general WhatsApp group. Those of you in Lagos group, go to Lagos group now. Those of you in Sokoto group, go to Sokoto group. Those of you in the online group, go to the online group and type, I am a lion, I am an eagle, and I deserve to be a 6-figure earner on or before December. It's possible and I'm achieving it. Go and type that. Proclaim it to the world. That will remove fear from you. That will tell the world that you are ready for whatever is going to throw at you, because you deserve your goals and your dream. Your goals and your dream are what? Are valid. So let's type that now, because I'm already typing mine. I am a lion. I am an eagle. Remember, lion, no matter the challenges no matter the recession in the jungle, a lion will never eat grass. Despite the limitation he has, he's still the king of the jungle. Look at the eagle. The eagle does not flock with chickens. Anybody telling you anything negative or telling you that you cannot do something, they are chickens. Run away from them. Surround yourself with eagles. I deserve to be a 6-figure earner. Come December. In fact, there's something I'm planning. But I don't want to talk about it till I see that it's coming to fulfillment. There's something I'm planning, a lot of things I'm planning for us this December. But let me don't talk about it. Let me finalize with what is distracting me. Not really a distraction, but let me finalize with my dad's burial. Then when I come back fully, I'll make it known. My dreams and goals are valid. I am special. Okay, so let's post that. Okay, Engineer Henry, I've seen your own post. I posted mine in Lagos group. I posted in the online group. Okay, so let's proclaim that. Let's tell the world that that is what we are demanding, and we are ready to go out to achieving it. You need to be bold about your dreams, the things you want to achieve. You need to be bold about it. So please, when it's time for Millionaire School, I really want to encourage each and every one of us. Once you connect, you need to go to the various WhatsApp group where you are, both that of your success line and the general group, encouraging everybody to do what? To type, to connect. It's time for the Millionaire School to connect. Very, very important. This will get a lot of them that are being idle in the group to know that a lot of things is happening in the Millionaire School. Okay, so at this point, I think I've given us the basics on presentation. For those of why I don't want to go into detail training with slides, I'm reserving that for the Rising Star Mentor. We've done that over and over again. So while you're typing in the chat box, I need you to go to the RDI Alpha Lion group, our respective groups, and type yours. Go to the RDI Alpha Lion group, our respective group, and type yours. Wow, Mr. Patrick, are you here? Are you the one connecting with iPhone? It's really a pleasure to have you here, Mr. Patrick from Ghana. So please do well to contact Mrs. Edet, the young lady that got you connected to this, to help you contact everybody on your WhatsApp group. Okay, so at this point, I'll be opening the floor for question. Do we have any question? Any question? Do you have any question? This is the time for questions. Any question? Any question? Any question? Okay. Engineer Henry, this is the time for questions. So please, everybody, feel free, ask your question. Anything you don't understand, anything that confuses you, any challenge you're having, this is the time for it. Okay. Go ahead, Engineer Henry. Go ahead. You're raising up your hand.
Hope you can hear me.
Yes, I hear you.
Yes. My question is that when can we come back to do our one-on-one, the physical presentation? We are at the verge of doing it, coming to the office. Some of us, the Rising Star.
Yes.
Travel, yeah.
Yes, actually, I'm still going to keep that on a hold because I'm traveling back to Jos this weekend. I'm traveling back to Jos this weekend to finalize the burial rites of my dad. So I'll be coming back by God's grace, 2nd week of January. Then we are finalized. You know, now Igbo people, we have a lot of culture and tradition. And my dad, being a prominent man, he's in a lot of prominent organizations and associations. So the rights will be here. So I just have to pay my respects to my dad. So by weekend, we're supposed to kickstart. I really want to apologize for the disconnection, but I promise us once I'm done with everything and I'm back, we'll start immediately. But meanwhile, don't wait till I'm back. You can get started. You already have the slide. Start practicing. Make the mistake. When you're practicing, record yourself. Be with people. Make the mistake. Then listen again to Mr. Nonso's own or to my own. Then you can start correcting yourself. That's the fastest way to learn. And that was how I learned. I didn't wait for people to teach me. I'm someone that I'm not scared of mistakes. I'm not scared of failure because I know that it's in making mistakes and it's in failing that I learn. And I learn fast. Okay?
Secondly, is our project 100.
Yes.
I don't know.
I saw your message.
Because we wanted you to start the first one, then we now continue.
Yes, very important, very important. Now, we need to get things prepared. I'm looking towards fixing it December or January, but before that, we need a lot of things ready. From your results, from your responses, you've given me some things. Now, the next thing is what? With the fire starters you've listed, we need to know how many letters that we are submitting to all those organizations. How many flyers you're going with, how many questionnaires you're going with. Flyers are available in the office. That's why I said it's something you need to come. Let me see what you wrote down. At least now you can share the letters, share questionnaires, share flyers, and collect people's responses. While we are gathering that data, then we'll now work towards fixing a date. Because I can't do anything this week. Nothing is visible this week. So let's get that done. Once we've collected a lot of people's data, then we'll compile, then we'll now fix a date. Okay? So you've done great well, you've done well. So the next thing now is with the parastatals, the list of parastatals you've listed, we need to know how many letters that we are submitting. Some of the organizations will be giving flyers, some will be giving questionnaire. So when you come, I will now help you dissect which are we giving questionnaire, the ones that are collecting flyers, and how many letters, so that you can now start with that. Okay.
Okay. Thirdly is this change of price of a business lot.
Yes.
You know, the videos now is not there, so
yeah, don't worry, it will be ready, but we can still make use of the old one. The only thing is you tell them that the promo has ended, but there's a new promo. A new video will be made available. I tried making one yesterday, but I made a mistake. Instead of me to change all my slides to 49,990, I went to change it to 49,900. Don't worry, we are working on it and we'll make it available. Okay.
Okay, that means possibly after tonight's business presentation, we'll have that video as the first one.
This week, by God's grace, we should have our recorded videos ready.
Yeah. Okay, thank you.
Thank you very much. Okay, Mrs. Olivia, you are raising up your hand. Go ahead. Ask your question.
Okay, are we free to invite people now, like outsiders that are not partners, but this morning Zoom?
This morning meeting is not for outsiders. Miss Olivia, are you there?
I'm here.
This meeting, the 8 o'clock Millionaire School is not for outsiders. It's only for registered members.
Okay.
Hey, background is noisy. The 8 p.m. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
The 8 p.m. Sorry, let me stop this record.